So here we go. Smith standing in, a right-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher. Trent up on the mound. Now he's ready. Has his sign and delivers the first pitch of the ball game, and it's a breaking ball over for a strike. So 0-1 the count. So you've got Smith, Ruiz, and Guzman, the top three here in the lineup for San Dimas. Here's the next pitch. Another breaking ball. It's a shot towards second. Caught there by David on the line drive, and we've got one down. So one down as Smith is retired, and that brings up Art Ruiz. Hitting .188 on the season. He's appeared in 5 games. He has 3 hits on the season. He's driven in a run, and he's scored a couple times. He's a left-handed batter. Standing in against Trent. So Trent takes a moment to wipe the sweat from his brow. Take a look at what Trent has done so far this year. Might have to condense my pages. Too many notes. He's ready and delivers the first pitch high and away. Ball 1 the count to Ruiz. So far this year, in his last outing against Canyon, he went an inning and 2/3. He gave up 10 runs, 7 earned, 8 hits while walking 2 in that loss. And again, he's 0-2 on the season. Here's the next pitch on the way. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for a strike. In the Monroe game, in which the Nitros were won in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 8th, he started, went 4 innings, striking out 4, walking 5. He gave up 4 runs on 3 hits, only 3 runs earned. He got a no decision in that game. Fastball swung on, fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Ruiz. And then to open the season, Trent went 2 1/3 against Arleta, striking out 2, walking 4. He allowed 6 runs on 3 hits, and 3 of those runs were earned, getting the loss. So 0-2 on the season with an 11.83 ERA. A junior up on the mound, 3-sport athlete, football, basketball, and now baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Long look into the catcher. Trent nods, is ready, and delivers, and the pitch swinging. There's a drive towards center field coming in. The center fielder, Cole, is there to make the catch, and we've got 2 away to the delight of the fans behind us cheering. So 2 up, 2 down for Jalen Guzman. The Nitros on the season, they've been outscored in the first inning by a score of 9-8. They've given up 9 runs in the first inning while scoring 8 runs. A lot better than last year when I think the total was something like 47-9 by the end of the season. So Guzman, a right-handed hitter standing in, 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch from Trent in the dirt, ball 1. So Guzman hitting .471. That is tops on the team with anybody with more than 2 at-bats. He has 8 hits and 17 at-bats. Swings at the next pitch, pops it up infield, first base side. Kovarik there to make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So the Nitros send down the Saints in order, 1-2-3, and a good first inning for Trent as he opens up this tournament here from Glendale High School. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the bottom of the first right after this.
But now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed, an original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. All right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a
So back here at the Green Cathedral on the campus of Glendale High School as we get set for the bottom of the first inning. And due up for the Nitros, leading things off, David Edom, followed by Darian Jenks, and then Joel Leone. Hitting fourth will be the catcher, Nolan Wong, then Thomas Koverick and Ethan Aldretti. Then rounding out the lineup, Trent Lucerian, Adrian Cole, and Mike Titchener. Defensively in left, Isaiah Marquez. In center, Art Ruiz. And in right, Elijah Jackson for the Saints. From third to first across the infield, Robert Mansour, DeAndre Smith, Jalen Guzman, and Joseph Oliveras. Behind the plate, Matt Rice and Dylan O'Leary up on the mound. And from what I can tell, it looks like this is O'Leary's first appearance pitching on the mound for the Saints this year. So Edom leading things off here for the Nitros. Comes into the contest hitting .278. He has 4 singles and a double on the season. He's been hit by a pitch 4 times. He's scored 6 times. He's driven in 5. 4 walks as well. The team batting average is .269, up this year from the last couple of years. 2 years ago, they ended at .199. Last year, I think they were down by .179. So O'Leary, a left-handed pitcher, is ready, and the first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. So Edom, a .278 hitter. He has an on-base percentage of .500. And he's looking to get things started here in the first inning for the Nitros. Next pitch swung on and missed, and he's quickly down in the count now 0-2. So 2 strikes, looking to make it a defensive approach now to the plate. O'Leary is ready, into his windup, and the 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. So 1 away, and that brings up Darian Jenks. Jenks on the season hitting .286. He has 6 singles. He's scored 6 times. He's driven in 5. A couple walks, a couple strikeouts, and a couple stolen bases for the junior shortstop for the Nitros. On-base percentage a little bit better than his batting average as the pitch is outside, ball 1. On-base percentage .400. 1-0 the count to Jenks. On deck, Joel Leon. O'Leary is ready and deals on the next offering. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Well, it's strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nitros with 43 singles on the season. They've got 3 doubles. Haven't hit a triple yet. The pitch is low and inside, ball 2. Their batting average .269. The opposition batting average .243. Both teams, though, with a .391 on-base percentage. Pretty equal. Guys getting on base. The pitch fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Jenks. They've out-hit their opponents in virtually every game, except for the game against Canyon in which they lost 17-1. They gave up 17 hits while only hitting 3 themselves. Outside of that, they've out-hit every opponent coming into this contest -1. The pitch outside, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jenks. Looking to get on base and get something going here for the Nitros in the bottom of the first inning. Saints went down in order, 1, 2, 3. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, poked foul, first base side. Above the dugout, off the net, and the count remains full at 3-2. So you've got a game today, a game tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at Paramount, and then Wednesday, noon, back here at Glendale High. But, again, rain's due, and so we'll see what happens. There's a foul ball sent down the first base line. You've got a few guys giving chase, but it's back out of play, and we'll do it again. Paramount, last I looked, was winless, 0-7 coming into today. And then Summit coming in today was 5-4. And both of those 2 teams are playing the next 3 days as well. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Jenks at the plate. O'Leary up on the mound is ready. The southpaw delivers, and the pitch is outside, ball 4, and Jenks draws the walk. So the first base runner, and the first base runner of the game, in fact, is Jenks. And that brings up Leon. He's hitting .211 on the season. He has 4 singles. He's driven in 3, scored 3 times. He's walked 3 times, has a stolen base. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging, there's a ground ball towards second base. Knocked down there by Guzman. Goes to short at second base for 1. On to first, double play, and the inning comes to a close. So a nice diving play by Guzman to glove it. Goes to second. Smith there covering the bag. Throws over to Oliveras, and the inning comes to a close. 4-6-3 on the putout. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and nobody left on. At the end of 1, we're scoreless. The Nitros and the Saints, we're back with inning number 2 right after this.
Rolo, 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 Rolo. You can Rolo to your pal. It's chocolate covered caramel. Rolo, Rolo to your gal. It's chocolate covered caramel.
Rolo, chewy caramel, and rich milk chocolate, all rolled together. That's Rolo.
You can Rolo to your friend. It's chocolate covered caramel from end to end.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause I'm down and taste the thrill of the day and feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day and feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
McDonald's Big Mac.
So back here at the Green Cathedral on the campus of Glendale High School as we get set for the second inning, no score. Nitros were able to get a base runner, but then he was shut down in the 4-6-3 double play. So O'Leary, Marquez, and Oliveris, the heart of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 for the Saints. O'Leary batting .214, has appeared in 6 games. He has 3 hits and 14 at-bats. He's driven in 3, scored 3. He's the guy with the home run and a double, so a couple extra base hits for the cleanup hitter. Takes a breaking ball over for a strike, 0-1 to count to O'Leary. So a .248 batting average for the Saints coming into today. They've scored 25 runs. The next pitch will hit O'Leary, and he'll take a base, and that's been problematic for the Nitros, hitting batters. You look back over their stats, and that's the 7th hit batter that the Nitros have put on to go along with 39 walks. So what is that? 46. Yeah, 46 free passes. So we got a runner at first. Got the San Dimas coach talking to the plate umpire about something. And I guess we're going to have a pinch runner. So number 1, Karan, going to run at first. Ethan Karan running for O'Leary. So now we'll see if he's done, or if he can come back in. Showing bunt, the pitch is taken high. Ball 1, a big leadoff at first there by Karan. But Wong not thrown down there. So looking to advance the runner over to second. Put a runner in scoring position. See if the Nitros can repay the favor and get a double play and get out of it. Marquez at the plate. Showing bunt again. Takes another pitch and a fake throw down to first. And the count goes to 2-0. So the chess match begins here in this one. Marquez, a .235 hitter. He has 4 hits and 17 at-bats. He scored 2 runs. He's driven in 2 and has 2 extra base hits. Looking to bunt the runner over to second. Now he takes a pitch, swung on and missed on a hit and run to throw down to second, wide of the bag, and a stolen base for Karan. So now a runner in scoring position and an RBI opportunity here for Marquez. I guess he has the 2 runs driven in, so looking to make it 3 as Trent steps off, looks the runner back towards second base. So Ethan Karan running at second for Dylan O'Leary, who was the pitcher, got hit by a pitch to open this inning. And now Marquez at the plate, showing bunt, takes a pitch low, ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike to count. So San Dimas looking to put a runner at third with 1 out. Otherwise, Now with a 3-1 count, let's see if they take the bunt off and if they decide to just play it up. This is a hitter's count. 3 balls and a strike. Showing bunt, and it's ball 4. So a hit batter, followed up by a walk, 2 free passes to start the inning. And with nobody out, runners on at first and second for the Saints, and that brings up Joseph Olivares. He's hitting $167 on the year. He has 2 hits and 12 at-bats. He's driven in 2 and scored a run. He's a left-handed hitter, and now he has the opportunity, with nobody out, to put runners on and to score them. They were showing bunt last time. Are they going to put down the bunt again? Showing bunt, he takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So again, with nobody out, runners at first and second, near the bottom of the lineup. And you've got a guy hitting 167, a junior. Looks like he's called upon here to move the runners over to second and third. Showing bunt. Takes the pitch for a ball. That looked like it. Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Yep. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Oliveros. Trent working from the stretch. Checks the runner at second. Now delivers, and the pitch is laid down on the bunt. Trent has it. His only play is the first. The throw to Davin covering, and they got him at first. A nice pick there at first to get the out. The runners do advance, and we've got 1 down. So Caron goes to third. Marquez to second. And Olivares gets the fielder's choice, or the sacrifice bunt down. And that will go 1-4 in the putout. So 1 down. Runners at second and third for Matt Rice. Rice hitting .400 on the season. He's 2 for 5. Swinging at the curveball, and he pulls it foul down the third baseline. Strike 1. He's appeared in 3 games. He's a freshman. He's got 2 hits, the RBI, and a double. So a chance to double his RBI output with something like a sacrifice fly. And a chance to increase it with a base hit, scoring 2. Infield drawn in. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Right-handed batter standing in. Trent is ready. Checks the runners. And now he deals. And the pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Wong behind the plate to keep the ball in front of him. And the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. So Rice, the number 7 hitter. The 4th guy to come to the plate here this inning. The Saints went down in order, 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Here's the next pitch. In there for strike 2. So Trent could use a strikeout here. On deck, Robert Mansour. So Trent climbs back up on the mound. Leans in to get the sign. Right arm dangling with the ball down around his knee. Now the middle infielders will drop back with 2 strikes. Corner still playing in, and the next pitch, swinging. There's a fly ball towards the gap in left center field. Cole giving chase. He makes an attempt. He came up with a catch, and now you have a runner going to third on the tag. But I would send the appeal on the tag from third coming home, as it looked like Caron left early. So the catch is made. So Rice is retired in the outfield. A nice diving play by Cole. And it did look like perhaps Caron left early. And so now they want to make an appeal play, and it looks like they say no. Wow. One. So Caron scores. Marquez goes to third. Mansour with the sacrifice fly drives in a run. And that check that Rice with the sacrifice fly brings in a run. Makes it 1-0 Saints, and that brings up Robert Mansour. And the breaking ball over for a strike. Mansour hitting 182. He has 2 hits on the season and 11 at-bats. He's scored 3 times. So the Nitros with an opportunity now to get out of it with only giving up the 1 run. Next pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. It's a nice play by Cole going toward the gap in left center field. Make a dive and attempt to come up with it. And then the runners tag, and 1 scores in Caron, and Marquez moves up to third. A couple of sacrifices, getting the job done here so far for the Saints. There's the next pitch. Low and away. Nice block by Wong behind the plate again. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. So Mansour, a freshman, hitting a .182. Looks like him and Rice, the only 2 freshmen on the varsity squad for the Saints. Here's the next pitch. Swinging, there's ground ball back up the middle. Davin with it, bobbles it, and that'll score a run as the error by the second baseman allows Marquez to score, and Mansour reaches on the error. So that makes it 2-0. Saints on top, and that brings up Elijah Jackson, a senior hitting .200. He's 1 for 5 on the season. He's driven in 2. He's had 6 plate appearances. And the pitch taken low, ball 1 to Jackson. 1-0 the count. He's the 6th batter to come to the plate for the Saints here in the inning. Trent takes a look over at first. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. The breaking ball in for a strike. The throw down to second, wide of the bag again. And it'll be a stolen base for Mansour. So now an RBI opportunity for Jackson with a runner at second. So 2-0 Saints here in the second inning. The Nitros coming into this contest have been outscored in the second inning 8-1. So with those 2 runs, they've been outscored 10-1 now. Swinging, the next pitch is fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Jackson, the number 9 hitter, the right fielder for the Saints. Again, last year, San Dimas got the victory 12-0 in their first meeting against the Nitros, as far as I can tell. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. So 2-2. Do it for the Nitros will be Wong, Kovarik, and Aldretti, 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup in the second inning. Nitros 2-3-1 on the year. Got a victory against Monroe, and then again they picked up a victory against Desert Christian. They tied Foothill Tech. Pitch taken low, ball 3, and the count runs full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. On deck, the leadoff hitter, DeAndre Smith. See if Trent can get out of this here with a pitch. Mansour with his lead away from second. Here's the pitch to the plate. Strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. So Trent gets his first strikeout of the game. And for the Saints of San Dimas, they do pick up a run. They do that with no hits. There was 1 error, and they leave a man on. At the end of an inning and a half, Saints 2, Nitros nothing. We're back after this.
Mac, the big sandwich with a great big taste that everybody's talking about.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce. Oh, wait a minute.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Oh, got him!
2 all beef patty, special sauce.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, sesame seed bun. Got it.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I got it!
McDonald's Big Mac. Just give us the word.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, cheese, lettuce, pickles, onions on a specially beat it.
So back here at the Green Cathedral, Glendale High School, Nitros trailing 2-0. They come to bat here in the bottom of the second. Nolan Wong, Thomas Kovarik, and Ethan Aldretti, 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. So Wong, the catcher, left-handed hitter, coming to the plate, looking to lead things off. Wong hitting .462 on the season. He has 6 singles, 2 walks, 3 runs batted in. Leads the team in hits with 6 and batting average at .462. So O'Leary out for his second inning of work. Gave up a walk in the first inning. That was it. And the pitch to Wong on the inside corner for a strike. So 0-1 the count. And again, O'Leary looks like this is his first appearance on the mound for the Saints here in the early part of 18. Next pitch catches the corner for a strike, and quickly Nolan down in the count now 0-2. The junior catcher batting from the left side. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, fouled off. Wong stays alive, and 0-2. Last year in the non-league competition part of the season, Nolan hit .250. So much better here in this early part of the season than he was last year as he takes a pitch high, ball one. Sometimes the difference a year makes can be a big difference. A little bit more experience, a little bit more confidence, a little bit more playing time under your belt. Plus you just grow. You mature physically. Next pitch missing low, and the count evens up at 2-2 strikes. So O'Leary with the walk and the strikeout in that first inning. Working from the windup, left-handed pitcher up on the mound is ready and deals, and the pitch low and away, and the count runs full now, 3-2 strikes. So he had Wong at 0-2, and now Wong has been able to battle back, has a full count, 3-2 strikes. Standing in, digging in with his cleats. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside ball 4, and Wong draws the walk. So back-to-back innings in which O'Leary gives up a walk. The leadoff hitter is aboard, and that brings up Thomas Kovarik. Kovarik on the season is batting .300. He's 3 for 10, has 2 singles and a double. And now we're going to get Seth Harley in to run for Wong, the catcher. So Harley at first for Wong, who drew the walk, and for Nolan. That is his third walk of the season. So his on-base percentage up over .500. And Kovarik at the plate. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Strike one, taking a big cut, looking to drive the ball somewhere. 0-1 the count. So now we'll see what O'Leary can do here with a runner on with nobody out. He walked Jenks with 1 out in the first and got a 4-6-3 double play ground ball. There's a move to first. They've got Harley picked off. They throw down to second in time, and Smith there for the tag, and Harley's retired. So Harley will make that long jog back to the dugout after getting picked off. 1 down. 0-1 the count to Kovarik. And that's what Dylan O'Leary says. When somebody comes on, I'll either give you a double play to get out of it, or I'll just pick the guy off. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken outside. 1-1 strike the count. Kovarik also on the season, doubles as a pitcher. He's 0 for 1 on the year. Looking to get his 4th hit of the season. Here's the next offering. Taken outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to count. He has the 2 singles and the double. He's walked a couple times, driven in 2, scored 2. Looks like Deuce is wild when it comes to Kovarik's stat line. Pitch outside, and the count moves to 3 balls and a strike. So the Nitros have been able to get somebody on each of the first 2 innings. It's just getting them now to second base. That's the next goal. So 3 balls, strike the count, hitter's count here. See what O'Leary does here if it comes straight fastball. There it is, swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count runs full now, 3-2 to the sophomore first baseman for the Nitros. Only 4 seniors on the club. Swung on, tipped, caught by the catcher. That's strike 3. Down goes Kovarik. Second strikeout for O'Leary. 2 away, and that brings up Ethan Aldretti. Aldretti hitting .333 on the season. He has 5 hits. He has 5 singles. He's walked 4 times, scored 4 times, a couple stolen bases, and an RBI. Right-handed batter standing in. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Surprising because the last time we were out here, he saw 8 pitches and swung at all 8 pitches. There he takes 2 pitches for strike 1 and strike 2 now. And quickly down in the count, 0-2. So O'Leary looking to make quick work of Aldretti and get out of this inning. Fastball runs outside, ball 1. A walk, a strikeout, and a 1-2 count to the third baseman for the Nitros, hitting 6th in their lineup. O'Leary with a big sigh or big breath is ready and deals, and the pitch just missing off the mark outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. So he likes to dabble on the outside corner when he's ahead in the count. Now it's 2-2. Let's see if he comes after him. There's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. He did. And Ethan able to get a piece of it and foul it off. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second. Saints on top, 2-0 here in Game 1 of the Babe Ruth tournament. Game 2 supposedly tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at Paramount. The pitch inside, ball 3, ball 4. Did it hit him? All right. I guess he got hit by the pitch. So the third free pass offered up there by O'Leary. We've got 2 outs, runner at first, and let's see if Ethan learned from Harley what not to do when it comes to taking leads against a left-handed pitcher. And they throw over, and he's picked. That ends the inning. So 2 guys get on, and 2 guys get picked. And that's where experience pays off. No runs, no hits. There was a walk. There was a hit batter. There was 2 pickoffs, and nobody left on. At the end of 2-0 Saints. We're back after this.
Cocaine to smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile. To light up the DJ. Turn on the sun. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So back at the Green Cathedral on the campus of Glendale High School as we get set for inning number 3 with the Nitros trailing San Dimas by a score of 2-0. And due up for the Saints, you have the top of the lineup, Smith, Ruiz, and Guzman. Saints got 2 runs last inning, a hit by pitch and a walk to lead things off, a couple of sacrifices, moving the runners over, bringing a run in, and then an error by David brings in the second run, and it's 2-0. So Smith, coming into the contest, was hitting .333, on base percentage of .429. Again, those 6 hits and 4 RBIs in 6 games played. He lined out to second base his first time up. In the last game against Bonita on the 14th of March, he went 0 for 3. He had a 3-hit ball game against Los Altos in that 18-2 victory. I suppose I could have got 3 hits against Los Altos, too. He drove in 4. A big stat game for him. He takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1 the count. We're in the third. 2-0, San Dimas on top. Saints leading. Here's the next pitch from Trent as he's out for his 3rd inning of work, taken low for a ball. He has a strikeout, a walk. He's given up 2 runs, 1 earned, and he's hit a batter. Smith, a sophomore, takes the next pitch inside, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike to count. So the sophomore shortstop for the Saints in this one. He has 2 strikeouts. He's been hit by a pitch a couple times and has walked once. And he runs the count to ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Trent does throw a lot of pitches. In a game last year, I think he threw over 100 pitches one time. And there's ball 4, and the leadoff hitter is aboard for the second consecutive inning. Second walk offered up by Trent, and that brings up Art Ruiz. He flew out to center field this first time up. He's 0 for 1. Again, a 188 hitter. He had a 2-hit ball game against Los Altos. Drove in a run and scored twice, and then his other hit came against Arcadia in a 2-1 loss on the 7th of March. Throw to first, not in time. Smith diving back to the bag. 2-0 Saints here. We're in the third. I guess the good news is Trent so far pitching a no-hitter. Smith with a big lead at first, looking to dance. There he goes, the pitch out. Throw down to second. Jenks on the coverage, not in time, and Smith with a stolen base. Third stolen base of the game for the Saints. And now an RBI opportunity for Ruiz. He's got 1. Again, that came against Los Altos, so a chance to pick up another. Now with nobody out, let's see if they move him over with the bunt like they did last inning. And he's going to get hit by a pitch. That is the second hit batter of the ball game for Trent. Hasn't hit a batter coming into today. Now he's hit a couple. 8th hit batter by the Nitros pitching staff. Runners at first and second with nobody out. And now let's see if they lay down the bunt again or if they're going to let Guzman, who, well, he does lay down the bunt. Trent has it, slips and falls, throws to first, and Colbert can't handle it. Now the runner's coming home, and you've got runners going to third. The throw to third, not in time. And so Trent looks like he slipped again, trying to pick up the ball, throwing to first. Colbert couldn't answer it, so it's an error. That allows Smith to come in to score. Ruiz goes to third, and Guzman reaches on the error. So runners at first and third. You've got Ruiz at third. You've got Guzman at first. You've got Dylan O'Leary, the pitcher, the cleanup hitter at the plate. Chance to help his cause here. He was hit by a pitch to lead off the second, and then the pinch runner stole a base and eventually came around to score. Second error of the ball game for the Nitros. So the Saints playing small ball and making it work to their advantage. Just put the ball in play. That's all you have to do is put the ball in play, make the other team make the play. Runners with their leads. Here's the pitch to O'Leary. There goes the runner. Pitch taken for a strike. No throw down to second. And now runners at second and third. Reminds me a couple years ago when the Nitros were playing Sierra Canyon. David was batting. He put the ball 2 inches in front of the plate. The catcher threw it down the first base line. 2 runs scored. The point is just put the ball in play, make the other team make the play. Pitch catches the corner for a strike, and that's all that the Saints are doing with that small ball, just putting the ball in play with the bunt, making the other team have to make the play. So 3-0 here in the third inning. Infield drawn in with runners at second and third. Ruiz at third, Guzman at second. A run across already, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Trent. Curveball swung on, fouled at the plate. So Leary at the plate looking to help his cause as the infield's drawn in. Trent looking in to get the sign. He sets at the belt, checks the runner at second, takes a nod and delivers, and the pitch swinging. There's a ground ball towards short. It gets by the diving Jenks in the left field. That will plate 2 runs as both Ruiz and Guzman come in. The throw to the plate not in time. 2 more runs across. That makes it 5-0. And for Leary, he does the job. Helps his cause. Gets the base hit, picks up 2 RBI, and it's 5-0 San Dimas here in the third inning. And that's the first hit of the ball game as well for the Saints. So that brings up Isaiah Marquez. He walked and scored in his first at-bat. He had a 4-game hit streak that was snapped against Bonita in that 1-0 loss. Takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Throw down the first, not in time. Karan gets back to the bag. I believe that's the same runner. So Karan with his lead away from first, being held on by Kovarik. Trent working from the stretch. Sets at the belt, now delivers. There goes the runner. The pitch taken for a ball. The throw down to second. In time, they've got him. Nice throw there by Wong. And a nice catch and tag by Jenks, the shortstop covering. 2-6 on the putout. 1 down. Base is clear now, and so Trent can go back to the windup if he wants to. And has a chance here just to work on the batter. Again, Marquez coming into the contest, a .235 hitter. 4 hits, 2 RBIs, takes the next pitch over for a strike. He's down the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. So now let's see if the Nitros can use that throw out. There's a bit of a boost defensively here and tighten things up. Tighten the screws. The next pitch over for strike 3, and down goes Marquez. Second strikeout of the game for Trent. We've got 2 away, and that brings up Joseph Olivares, who had a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat. Wearing number 34. Left-handed batter standing in. A 167 hitter coming into the game. And he swings at the first pitch, and he pops it foul, third base side. And that goes back out of play. So strike 1 the count. So Trent now with 2 strikeouts. He has 8 on the season. Shakes off the sign. Shakes off the second sign. Now he's ready. There's the strike 1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Almost got Olivares to chase it, but he was able to check his swing, and the count goes to a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Olivares. On deck, should we get that far, Matt Rice. So you know San Dimas can bunt. You need to put that information away for perhaps later in the game, although it is 5-0 in the third. Breaking ball taken high. That runs the count to 2 balls and a strike. 2 in the second and 3 so far in the third for San Dimas' 5 runs in the game. Swinging, there's a drive towards left field. Joel is there. Leon makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So for the Saints, they do pick up 3 runs. They do that on 1 hit. There was an error, and nobody left on. At the end of 2.5, Saints lead at 5-0. We're back after this.
I wanna grow up, buy a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't wanna grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
They got the best for so much less.
You'll really flip your lid.
Some bikes too, trains too, video games.
It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz.
I don't wanna grow up, 'cause baby, if I did,
I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Once a Toys R Us kid.
always a Toys R Us kid.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Floors, doors, walls, halls, white sidewall tires, and old golf balls.
Sinks, stoves, bathtubs he'll do. He'll even help clean laundry too.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Can he clean a kitchen sink?
Quicker than a wink.
Can he clean a window sash?
Faster than a flash.
Can he clean a dirty mirror?
He'll make it bright and clear.
Can he clean a diamond ring?
Mr. Clean cleans anything.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
So back at the Green Cathedral as we head to the home half of the third inning, the Saints lead it by a score of 5-0. And due up for the Nitros, you've got Trent, Adrian, and Mike, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup. Nitros gotten 3 runners on. 2 of them have been picked off, and the third was doubled off in a 4-6-3 double play. O'Leary out for his third inning of work, 2 strikeouts, a hit batter, and 2 walks. In the third inning of ball games this year, the Nitros coming into the game have been outscored by a score of 28-8. So the opposition, with these couple of runs last half of the inning, have now scored 31 runs. Well, check that. Let me double check. Hold on. Nope, there were 17 runs in the third inning. The third inning has been the most productive for both the opposition and the home team, the Nitros. Pitch to Trent, taken low and away, ball 1. The Nitros have scored 14 runs in the third inning this year. Trent hitting .214. He has 3 singles on the season. A walk, 3 RBI, and 2 runs scored as he fouls off the next pitch. Count a ball and a strike. One of the rare occasions in which he is pitching in a game and bats. Usually there's a designated hitter involved, but not today. There's the 1-1 from O'Leary, waved at and missed. Pitch outside, and the count goes to 1-2. Trent with an on-base percentage of .266. 3 singles and a walk. O'Leary from the windup. Left-handed pitcher is ready and deals, and the pitch swinging. Popped up, first base side, back out of play as it heads towards the track. So the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. So the Nitros got their leadoff hitter aboard last inning. Trent trying to do the same here. Chances increase when you get your leadoff hitter aboard of scoring. That one's chopped foul toward the third base coaching box. So Trent battling with a ball and 2 strikes to count. We're in the bottom of the third. San Dimas and Glendale High School. Second matchup between these 2 schools. Second consecutive year that they played here. San Dimas won last year by a score of 12-0. There's the 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed, and down he goes. So Trent strikes out to open the bottom of the third. That is the third strikeout of the ball game for O'Leary, and that brings up Adrian Cole. Cole 0 for 3 on the season. He has 3 strikeouts. He's also walked once. And then he pinch ran and got 2 stolen bases. Takes a pitch over for a strike, down in the count, 0-1. Cole last year was on JV. Started on the varsity level, but then dropped down to JV per his choice. Takes the pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, Adrian. Right-handed batter standing in. The DeMarini bat in hand swings at the next pitch. Comes up empty, down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. O'Leary is ready. From his windup, he delivers, and the pitch waved at and missed, and down he goes. So Cole strikes out, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Quickly 2 away for the Nitros, and that brings up Mike Titchener, the 9th hitter in the lineup. Titchener hitting .300. He has 3 hits, 2 singles, and a double. He's driven in 3, scored twice. On-base percentage of .364, slightly higher than that .300 batting average that he comes into the game with. There's the pitch from O'Leary. O'Leary must be benefiting from the after effects of St. Patrick's Day a couple days ago, as he is shutting out and throwing a no-hitter against the Nitros here. Swing and a miss at the next pitch, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Next pitch on the way. Taken outside, ball 2. Again, in case you're just joining us, it looks like O'Leary, who's pitching a good game, looks like this is his first appearance on the mound for the Saints in 2018. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Actually, I guess he got a piece of it, but the catcher catches it, and so it is a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swinging, there's a shot towards right field. That gets into right field past the diving Guzman at second base, and now the ball kicks away from Jackson in right field, but not far enough for Titchener to go anywhere. And so Titchener breaks up the no-hitter with a single with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that will bring up the leadoff hitter, David Edom. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. He started the season with a 4-game hit streak. Had 2 hits against Monroe, including the game winner in walk-off fashion. He went 0 for 2 against Canyon in his last at-bat. Titchener taking his lead away from first. Here's the pitch to the plate. Taken high, ball 1. So the Nitros have had 3 guys on prior to Titchener, 2 of them getting picked off last inning. So let's see if Mikey learned anything over there. And they picked to first, and Titchener easily back to the bag. Doesn't really have that big of a lead, but that's the case. It reminds me a couple years ago, too, at Burbank. Again, 2 years ago, Davin was picked off at first, and then 4 other guys got picked off. Next pitch taken for a strike on the corner. If you're sitting on the bench, you should probably be paying attention to the pitcher's move, especially with a lefty up there, because once, I guess, is acceptable, but after that, you need to play smart. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Davin. Here's the next pitch. Taken high, ball 2. 2-1 the count to the leadoff hitter. Takes ball 3 as the pitch is low, so 3 balls, 1 strike the count. So looking to extend the inning here with a 3-1 count with 2 outs. Let's see if they send Titchener on a hitter's count. O'Leary from the stretch deals, and the pitch is high, ball 4, and Davin draws the walk. So Titchener to second, Edom down the line to first. That is the 3rd walk-off by O'Leary, and that'll take Matt Rice, the catcher, out to talk to his pitcher, and that brings up Darian Jenks. He walked his first time up and then was forced out at second in that 4-6-3 double play. Then coming into the game, Jenks was hitting .286. He had 4 RBI against Desert Christian. He has an RBI opportunity here with Titchener on at second. He also had an RBI against Southgate. Infield playing back behind the runners, outfield playing straight away. Normal depth. O'Leary from the stretch takes a look at second. Now he delivers to the plate. The pitch swinging. There's a ground ball toward short. Takes a nice hop for Smith. He goes to second, and that ends the inning. So 6-4 on the putout for the fielder's choice, and the Nitros are retired. No runs, a hit, no errors, a walk, and they leave 2 men on. So we head to the 4th inning, 5-0. San Dimas on top. We're back after this.
The world looks mighty good to me. The Tootsie Rolls are all I see. Whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. Tootsie Roll, how I want your chocolate chew. Tootsie Roll, I think I'm in love with you. Whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
So we head to the fourth inning, 5-0 Saints on top. Trent out for his fourth inning of work. He has through 3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, a hit, 5 runs, only 3 earned, and a couple hit batters. Matt Rice leading things off for the Saints here in the fourth inning. And the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 1-0 the count to the catcher for the Saints. Again, a 400 hitter coming into this one. He had a sacrifice fly back in the second that drove in the game's first run. That was his second RBI of the season. And now we've got the umpire, the base umpire, talking to Coach Chan for the Nitros, and now they're going to go talk to the pitcher. So we got a delay in the action. So perhaps it's the way that Trent is holding the ball. I don't know. So Coach Chan making his way back to the dugout after talking to Trent about his mechanics because the umpire pointed something out. And it's 1 ball the count to Rice. Rice 2 hits on the season, 1 against Los Osos and 1 against Los Altos. He likes those Los teams. Maybe with the Los Nitros. And the next pitch taken low, ball 2. Rice, Mansour, and Jackson, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Saints. They're on top 5-0. 5 runs, a hit, no errors for the Saints. No runs, a hit, and 2 errors for the Nitros. Next pitch swinging. There's a fly ball that will pop into center field for a base hit, and Rice is aboard. Second hit of the ball game for the Saints. And for Rice, he picks up his 3rd hit of the season, and that brings up number 13, Robert Mansour. A 182 hitter coming into this one. He has 2 hits. And he reached on the error by Davin at second base that drove in the second run of the ball game back in inning number 2. So now let's see if Rice or the pinch runner as they showing bunt, but the pitch gets away from the catcher as it was low and away, and that will allow the runner to go to second. Hey, what number is on at second, the runner? Is it the same guy, or did they bring in a runner for him? Is that number 12? So 1 ball the count, showing bunt. The pitch is taken for a strike, and the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So runner at second with nobody out. Mansour at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. Trent takes a look at the runner at second, deals to the plate a pitch high, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 5-0 Saints. Here we are in the 4th inning. Trent had an easy go of it as the next pitch is in the dirt. He had an easy go of it in the first inning, 1, 2, 3, but he's labored a bit since. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. The longest outing for Trent was 4 innings against Monroe, so he'll reach that if he gets through this inning here. From the belt, he's ready and deals, and the pitch runs inside, ball 4. 3rd walk offered up by Trent. That puts runners on at first and second for Elijah Jackson, the number 9 hitter. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at-bat. Wearing number 42. I don't know if that means Jackie Robinson is his favorite player. His lone hit came against Los Altos. He drove in 2 and scored a run. As the first pitch is a ball to Jackson. 1-0 the count. Koberic in on the grass at first. Aldretti even with the bag at third. Middle infielders double play depth. Outfield playing straight away. Here's the next pitch showing bunt. Pitch is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So again, you've got the small ball, at least appears to be on here. If Jackson can get a pitch to bunt with nobody out and runners at first and second, Try to set the table for the top of the lineup. Here's the 1-1. Showing bunt. Pitch is in the dirt. Gets away from Wong. That will allow the runners to advance. So runners on at second and third now. You've got Rice down the line at third. Mansour at second. And you've got Jackson at the plate with an RBI or two opportunity. He has two, so a chance to double that with a base hit here. Pitch taken high, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Now you've got a hitter's count with 3-1. Corners playing in, middle infielders are back. Swinging, popped up towards right field. Titchener out there makes the catch, tagging from third and bluffing as the throw comes to the plate, and the runners will hold. And that is number 1. Yeah, number 1 is running. I figured they put in a pinch runner for the catcher. Yes, the E. Coran, so maybe he's just the designated runner for the entire game, because he ran for O'Leary, the pitcher, and now he's running for Rice. So maybe it's like softball. You get a designated player. So Coran at third, running for Rice. Mansour at second. We've got 1 down. And the pitch to the leadoff hitter is in there for a strike. So 0-1 the count to Smith. He lined out to second to open the ball game. He walked, stole a base, and scored in the third, so he is 0 for 1. Trent could use a strikeout here, help his cause. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging, there's a line shot, foul down the right field line. And now Smith down in the count, 0-2. Six hits on the season for Smith. He struck out twice, once against Los Osos and once against Upland. Down in the count here, 0-2. Here's the pitch from Trent. Swinging, there's a line shot, 1 hopper to Aldretti at third. He fields it, throws to first, the stretch by Kovarik. He can't handle it. The run scores, advancing to third on the play is Mansour. And another run on the board makes it 6-0. So Karan scores. Mansour goes to third. Smith reaches on the error. So that makes it 6-0. Runners at the corners for Art Ruiz. He was hit by a pitch and scored his last time up. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat, and he takes a pitch high and away. Ball 1. Again, Ruiz with 2 hits, both coming against Los Altos, and then 1 against Arcadia. So 3 hits on the year for the guy. Let's see if the infield can turn too. There goes the bluff from the runner at first. The pitch is swung on, sent down the left field line. Charging in is Leon, and it's a fair ball. It drops in, so Mansour is going to score from third. As the throw comes in from Joel in left field, will hold the runners. As Smith has to hold at second. Ruiz with a base hit and an RBI. Extends the lead now, 7-0. So 2 across with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. That brings up Jalen Guzman. Reached on an error and scored last inning. And then prior to that, he popped up to the first baseman. So now Coach Chan going out to talk to the base umpire. So we got a delay in the action. So Guzman 0 for 2. Wearing number 2. Guzman again, a .471 hitter coming into the contest. His on-base percentage was .571 in 6 games played. So runners at the corners. There goes the runner from first. The pitch in the dirt. And Ruiz will reach. So now with one out, you got runners at second and third for Guzman. He has 4 RBI on the season, looking at number 5 and 6. Should get a base hit somewhere. Another pitch low and away. So 2-0 the count to Guzman, with Dylan O'Leary, the pitcher, on deck. Runners with their leads. You've got Smith down line at third, Ruiz at second. Next pitch swinging and fouled off into the chain link overhead. The Saints 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, 2 so far here in the fourth, but they're looking for more. Again, the Nitros coming off a 17-1 loss to Canyon. They've been off due to the rain, looking a bit rusty. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Trent in danger of walking the bases loaded. Big pitch coming here with 3-1 to the number 3 hitter in the lineup. Swung on, fouled at the plate as Guzman was up there looking to drive the ball somewhere. And the count runs full, 3-2. Trent could help his cause here with a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Aldretti, going over to talk to his cousin on the mound. Maybe some family insight as to what pitch to throw here to get out of the inning, or at least to retire Guzman and get the second out of the inning. Corners playing in, middle infielders back, outfield straight away. Trent working from the stretch, sets and delivers, and the pitch waved at and missed, and they got him on the tag, and so Wong does not have to throw it as the ball was in the dirt, but he got him on the tag, so there's 2 away, and whatever Aldretti said to his cousin must have worked. As Trent gets his third strikeout. Yeah, he called this. The umpire said that he was out. Yeah, the umpire gave the out sign. Umpire now they're saying that Wong didn't tag the runner at first, but the umpire gave the out sign. He didn't give the safe sign. If the tag wasn't there or whatever, then he needs to give the safe sign. But he gave the out sign, and so Wong never even threw it down to first, which was wise because you have a runner at third. So that was a big mistake by the umpire if he allows this to stand, because he gave the out sign without ever giving the safe sign as if to indicate that the runner now gets to, wow, umpires missed a few. Yep, and that's an error on the catcher too. Take the strikeout off the board. Wow. That's a bad call. This guy's missed like 3 of them now. I don't like to really get on the umpires, but come on, man. You got to make the call. This is ridiculous. You're getting paid. Make it right. So now the bases are loaded. You've got Guzman at first. You've got Ruiz at second. You've got Smith at third. You've got O'Leary. Yeah, you're by the catcher. Drop, third strike. You got O'Leary at the plate. Single, drove in 2, and fouls a pitch back, strike 1. Nothing and 1 the count. He was hit by a pitch, and then Coran run for him in the second, and he stole and scored. And then he got a base hit driving in 2 last inning, so he's 1 for 1. Bases loaded here. Pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So the bases loaded with 1 out. Should chalk that up. 4 errors for the Nitros, but it's actually 3-1. Swinging, there's a fly ball sent down the right field 9. Chitchner giving chase over toward the bullpen, and it's back out of play. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes to O'Leary, the cleanup hitter for the Saints here in the inning, or in the lineup and in the inning. He's actually the 7th batter to come to the plate here this inning. We're in the 4th. It's 7-0. San Dimas on top. Here's the pitch. Swinging, the breaking ball, fouled off. So the count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. Seven runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Saints. No runs, a hit, 4 errors for the Nitros. We're in the top of the 4th inning. It was a 1-2-3 first, and that's about it. Swinging, there's a line shot to Kovarik at first. He makes the catch. He'll touch up the bag at first for the double play as Guzman was on his way to second, thinking that was down the line, and the inning will come to a close. So nice play defensively there by Kovarik to end the inning. So for the Saints in the inning, they pick up 2 runs. They do that on 2 hits, a couple of errors, including one by the umpire, and 2 men left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 7-0. Saints on top. We're back after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. Girls are down and taste the thrill of the day and feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day and feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
McDonald's Big Mac, the big sandwich with a great big taste that everybody's talking about.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce. Oh, wait a minute.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Oh, got him!
2 all beef patty, special sauce.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, sesame seed bun. Got it.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I got it!
McDonald's Big Mac. Just give us the word.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, cheese, lettuce, pickles, onions on a specially beat it.
You deserve a break today at McDonald's,
Where your dollar gets a break every day.
So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up for the Nitros, you've got Leon, Wong, and Kovarik, 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. O'Leary out for his 4th inning of work. It looks like there's some activity down in the Saints bullpen, so this could be his last inning of work. 4 strikeouts. He's given up a hit. He's hit a batter, and he's walked 3. And Joel 0 for 1, hitting to the 4-6-3 double play to end the 1st inning. O'Leary is ready and delivers, and the breaking ball over for a strike. 0-1 the count. Leon, wearing number 25, had 2 hits against Arleta to open things up for the season, and then he struggled kind of since then. Ground ball to second. Guzman up with it over the first. In time, 1 down. 4-3 on the putout, and that brings up Nolan Wong. He was walked in the 2nd inning, and then Seth Harley, became the pinch runner for him, and Harley was picked off. Wong wearing number 12. His lone strikeout was against Monroe. Coming into this game, he has a 3-game RBI string as the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. An RBI against Monroe, against Foothill Tech, and he drove in the lone run against Canyon. Be hard to drive in anybody with nobody on unless he hits a home run. And there he sends it down the left field line. Left fielder fading over there, Marquez, is going to get there and make the catch. Are we sure about that? So we got 2 down for Kovarik. He struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Wearing number 33. Made a nice catch on the line drive for the double play to end the top half of the inning. The pitch from O'Leary on the corner, outside part of the plate, strike 1 the count to Thomas. Thomas had a double against Canyon. So he had an extra base hit, takes the pitch outside. Had a single against Arleta and 1 against Desert Christian. So he's hit, or got a hit, in 3 of the 4 games that he's had a bat in. Swings and misses on that one. Down in the count, the ball and 2 strikes. just a sophomore standing in, batting from the right side. The red and black New Balance cleats. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Taken low, and that evens up the count at 2-2. So trying to get on to extend the inning with 2 outs. Try to get a 2-out rally going. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. And that's strike 3. And Colbert goes down looking. 5th strikeout of the game for O'Leary, and the Nitros go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We head to the 5th inning, 7-0, San Dimas on top. We're back after this.
Cocaine to smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile. Light up the beat. Turn on the sun. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So we head to the 5th inning here at the Green Cathedral on the campus of Glendale High School with the Saints on top by a score of 7-0. 7 runs, 3 hits, no errors for San Dimas. No runs, a hit, 4 errors for the Nitros. Marquez, Oliveras, and Rice due up for the Saints. 5, 6, and 7 in their lineup. Delaying the action as the San Dimas coach makes his way across the field. Get to the third base coaching box. Marquez, 0 for 1. He struck out in his last at-bat. Prior to that, he walked and scored in that 2-run second inning. Came in on the error by Davin. And the first pitch he swings at and misses. Comes up empty. Strike 1 the count to Marquez. Wearing number 4. 2 doubles on the season. Swings at the next pitch. Down in the count, 0-2. So Trent opened up the game with a 1-2-3 first inning. From there, the floodgates have kind of opened up. 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth. San Dimas won 12-0 last year. The next pitch, swinging. There's a bouncing ball toward the left side, and that will get into left field under this diving glove of Jenks at short. And a base hit for Marquez. 4th hit of the game for the Saints. And the first hit for Marquez. That brings up Joseph Oliveros. He's 0 for 1, had a sacrifice bunt, and then he flew out. There was a one-hopper toward Kaverick. At first, he knocks it down, steps on the bag for the force. Going on the play was Marquez, so the hit and run was on. The runner advances, and the out at first. So unassisted put out at first by Kaverick. 1 down, runner at second for Matt Rice, the catcher. Rice 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and an RBI in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Brought in the first run of the game as the pitch is lown away, ball 1. And then he got a base hit in the 4th inning. And then Karan ran for him and scored a run. Here's the 1-0. The runner goes to third. The throw down goes into left field, and that will bring in another run. And that makes it 8-0. So we'll get a stolen base, and then the error brings him home. Got to add an error to the board. So that takes away the RBI opportunity for Rice, but now a chance to get things going for the Saints. Pitch taken high. So 3-0 the count. Here's the next offering from Trent. That'll be ball 4, and it hits him. So we'll say ball 4. So the hit batter will put the runner on at first with 1 out. A run across for Robert Mansour, the 8th batter in the lineup. Unless we've got a new guy coming in. Looks like we got a new hitter, number 26. Looks like Patton is going to be coming in to hit. Bruce Patton will take over for Mansour. Looks like at third base, unless he's just coming in to hit. Coach Chan heading to the mound to talk to his pitcher. So Bruce Patton will now hit for San Dimas. Patton on the season, he is 1 for 1, so he's batting 1,000. He scored a run, so he got on base, came around to score, so he did it all, the junior. Who's the base runner at first? Is it it is Coran again, the number 1? Yep, it is. I can tell. So Coran running for Rice, the designated runner. Thank you. Got it. So Bruce Patton officially in for Robert Mansour. Mansour walked and scored, and then he reached on an error, stole a base, and was left at second back in the second. So Patton, a junior, 1 for 1, will face Trent. The pitch, low, ball 1. On deck, Elijah Jackson. He's in the on-deck circle. So Coran with his lead away from first. Here's the pitch to the plate, swinging. That's chopped foul toward the Nitro dugout on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first, 8-0. Saints here in the top of the 5th inning. Infield looking for a double play to get out of it. Pitch taken high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to count. So Trent into his 5th inning of work. This is the most he's pitched this year. His longest outing before was 4 against Monroe. Pitch taken for a strike. And the count goes to 2-2. So the Nitros are scheduled to play at Paramount tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Hopefully we can get that game in before the rain comes. The next pitch is in the dirt, ball 3, and the count runs full, 3-2. And then they're scheduled to be here on Wednesday at noon against Summit. However, at some point Tuesday night, the rains are supposed to come in and not give up until Thursday or Friday. It's supposed to rain through Thursday. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging, popped up. Second base, back of second base. Edom going out. Titchener coming in. Titchener calls off the infield at the last minute and makes the catch for the out. So Damon was going out, and then at the last minute, Titchener, the right fielder, calls him off and makes the catch by the shoestrings. We've got 2 away for Elijah Jackson. He's 0 for 2, struck out, and then flew out to Mike in right field in his last at-bat. Pitch taken for ball 1. And then on Saturday, the Nitros are supposed to make up that, was it Northview in Covina? But we'll see how the field conditions are. As the next pitch is high, ball 2. They were supposed to play last Saturday, but the field conditions, it was too wet, too sloppy. So they had to postpone the game. But with more rain coming in, we'll see how it goes. And then next week, you open league play against Burroughs. Pitch taken low, ball 3, 3-0 the count. So it all starts for real, so to speak, next week. Here's the 3-0. High ball 4, and Jackson draws the walk. Fourth walk offered up by Trent, and that's going to be it for him. So we are going to have a pitching change. So we will take a break, and we'll come back with that pitching change right after this.
What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkity sound? A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky. It gives a big lift when wrapped as a gift, a very likable toy. It's falling in place, brings smiles to your face, something kids can enjoy. It's Slinky, for fun it's a wonderful toy. It's Slinky, it's fun for a girl and a boy. They're Slinkies, they're fun for girls and boys.
I wanna grow up, buy a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't wanna grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
They got the best for so much less.
You'll really flip your lid.
Some bikes, 2 trains, 2 video games.
It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz.
I don't wanna grow up, 'cause baby, if I did,
I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Once a Toys R Us kid.
always a Toys R Us kid.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Floors, doors, walls, halls, white sidewall tires and old golf balls.
Sinks, stoves, bathtubs he'll do. He'll even help clean laundry too.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Can he clean a kitchen sink?
Quicker than a wink.
Can he clean a window sash?
Faster than a flash.
Can he clean a dirty mirror?
He'll make it bright and clear.
Can he clean a diamond ring?
Mr. Clean cleans anything.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
The world looks mighty good to me. The Tootsie Rolls are all I see. Whatever it is, I think I see becomes a Tootsie.
All right, so Joel Leon comes in to pitch for the Nitros, taking over for Trent, who went 4 2/3 innings, striking out 2, walking 4. So far, allowing 7 runs on 4 hits, 4 of them earned, I believe, and hitting 3 batters. And the first pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. So Leon, a left-handed pitcher, facing Andre Smith. Smith reached on an error his last time up. Prior to that, he walked and scored in the third and lined out to open the game to Davin at second base. So he's 1 for 2 in the contest. Leon is ready and deals, and the next pitch, missing low, and the count evens, a ball and a strike. Leon pitched 3 innings, 1 strikeout, hits 4 walks. He's given up 6 runs on 7 hits, 5 of them earned, has an ERA of 11.67. There's the 1-1 offering. Catches the inside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So Smith, the leadoff hitter, up for the 4th time. He is the 6th batter to come to the plate here in this inning for the Saints. There's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on. There's a line drive into center field. That's going to drop in for extra bases on his way around third. And coming home is Karam, the runner for Rice. That brings in another run. Going to third on the play is Jackson on the base hit and an RBI for Smith. Second run across in the inning. That makes it 9-0. Runners at the corners for Art Ruiz. Single, driving in a run his last at-bat. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the third. Flew out to center field in the first inning. Swings at the first pitcher. Comes up empty, strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Ruiz. We've got 2 away in the inning. Joel called upon to get 1 out. A left-handed pitcher did not play last year. As a junior, played his freshman and sophomore season. Opted to come back for his senior year. Next pitch is high and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Ruiz. He pitched 3 innings against Canyon. That was his last outing. Mop-up time. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count to Art Ruiz. On deck, Jalen Guzman. So Nitro's gearing up for Pacific League action starting next week. Swinging, the pitch fouled back. And that evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 on. Jackson down the line at third, Smith over at first. Outfield playing straight away, infield playing back. Leon, a left-handed pitcher, up on the mound, looking in to get his sign. Runners with their leads. Joel comes set and delivers. And the pitch swinging. There's a shot foul down the first base side. That was foul by not much. That would have brought in a couple. You've got Smith at first. Looks like he's got some pretty good speed. He could have scored probably from first on that play. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just an exciting do-over. Joel is ready and delivers. And the pitch outside, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 9-0 in the 5th. Again, runners at the corners for the Saints. They take their lead. Leon trying to get out of this without giving up any more runs. There goes the runner from first. Check swing fouled at the plate. So that will send Smith back to first base. And the count remains full at 3-2. So Leon, 7 hits against Canyon, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. He did hit a batter. Walking 4, gave up 5 free passes and 1 strikeout in 3 innings of work. And the pitch is high, ball 4, and he walks the bases loaded. So the first walk offered up. And now you've got Ethan Curran for Dylan O'Leary. So the guy that's been pinch running for everybody will get in that bat. So O'Leary, hit by pitch, scored a run. A single, driving in 2, and then line down to the F3 double play. And he'll give way to Curran now, who gets an official at bat after running around the bases. And that's why, as the pitch is in there for a strike, it says he had 1 plate appearance, but he was scored 4 runs. And that's probably why, because he's probably pinch run before and scored some runs while pinch running. The strike 1 pitch, taken high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, I take that back. He's hitting for Jalen Guzman. And so Guzman reached on an error the last 2 times and then popped up to first. Swinging, there's a foul ball down the left field line. The count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. We did see some activity down in the Saints bullpen, but with the way O'Leary's been pitching and how quickly last inning went, maybe they're just going to stick with him. Again, for O'Leary, it looks like it's his first outing of the season, pitching-wise for the Saints. Doing a good job, too. 1 hitter. Pitch is high, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A walk does bring home a run. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch waved at and missed, and down he goes. So Curran strikes out, and that ends the inning. The Saints send 8 men to the plate. They pick up 2 runs. They do that on 2 hits, no errors, and the bases left loaded. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 9-0. Saints on top. We are back after this.
Dr. pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed, an original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. All right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink.
Rolo, 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 Rolo. You can Rolo, Rolo to your pal. It's chocolate covered caramel. Rolo, Rolo to your gal.
It's chocolate covered caramel.
Rolo, chewy caramel, and rich milk chocolate, all rolled together. That's Rolo.
You can Rolo, Rolo to your friend. It's chocolate covered caramel from end to end.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion with that choice.
So here we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. We've got a pitching change. We'll get to that in a moment. But leading things off is Aldretti, and the pitch is high, ball one. So Angel Sanchez now pitching for the Saints. It looks like he's getting his first opportunity on the mound for the Saints this year against the Nitros. And he's facing Aldretti, Trent Spot, and then Adrian Cole. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. We're in the bottom of the fifth. 9-0 is the score. San Dimas is on top. Aldretti was hit by a pitch and then picked off to end the second inning. Takes the next pitch in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Sanchez, a right-handed pitcher, offers up a next pitch that's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So again, a couple pitchers not seeing any action this year for the Saints up on the mound. Breaking ball missing inside, and the count runs full to Aldretti. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. He had a 4-game hit streak to start the season and then was held hitless in 2 at-bats against Canyon, although he did draw a walk. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Sanchez is ready. The right-handed pitcher delivers, and it's swung on and missed, and down goes Aldretti. First strikeout for Sanchez. You can close the books on O'Leary. He went 4 innings. He struck out 5, allowed 1 hit. He did hit a batter, 3 walks. And now Seth Harley in Trent's spot. Trent went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the pitch low and away, ball 1. 1-0 the count to Harley. On the season, hitting 125. He's 2 for 8 as he takes the next pitch low, ball 2. 2 singles, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a run scored. He is 5 for 11, though, with an on-base percentage of .455 as he takes ball 3 outside, 3-0 the count. So with 1 out, Harley looking to try to get on base, try to get something going. Showing bunt, and he'll take ball 4, and Harley is aboard. Fourth walk offered up by the Saints pitching staff, and that brings to the plate Adrian Cole. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That puts him 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts on the year. Harley, who was running for Wong back in the second inning, was picked off at first, and the pitch to Cole over for a strike. 0-1 the count. So with a right-handed pitcher, probably a little bit easier. Harley probably breathing easier with a right-handed pitcher up there than when the lefty was up there. That picked him off as the pitch is inside. To Cole, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Up at Desert Christian, Mr. Lancaster, one of the athletic directors here, taking pictures and taking some good pictures. The pitch in there for strike 2, but got some good shots of some of the kids running bases and those action shots. And so Harley not wanting to see that show up, getting picked off in the pictures. Pitch taken low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. So Cole with a runner at first, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 9-0 is the score. San Dimas on top. Cole taking his lead away from first, being held on by Oliveros. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 as Cole watches the pitch go by. 7th strikeout for the Nitros, and that brings up Mike Titchener, the number 9 hitter. He singled his last time up. The lone hit of the ball game. He's now 4-for-11, so his batting average going up. Came into the game hitting .300, has 3 singles, swings and misses at the pitch, strike 1. Leadoff hitter David Edom on deck. Sanchez from the stretch delivers. Pitch catches the corner for strike 2, and Titchener down in the count now, 0-2. Sanchez a pitch away from getting out of it. Harley on at first. He drew the walk. Swing and a miss, and down goes Titchener, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on. At the end of 5, 9-0 Saints. We're back after this.
Coke and a smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile. To a light up the beat. Shine on me. Turn on the sun. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So we head to the 6th inning. 9-0. Nitros behind San Dimas. And due up for the Saints, you've got O'Leary, Marquez, and Oliveros. So you look back at the scoring book last year, and a lot of players are still on the team from last year. Oliveros, Guzman, Marquez, Elijah Jackson, DeAndre Smith, Dylan O'Leary. O'Leary last year had a base hit and an RBI. He went 1 for 2. And he actually now is going to be done as he gives way to Sanchez. So the first pitch is low, ball 1, as Joel Leon comes out for his first full inning of work. O'Leary ends his day 1 for 2 with a single, a hit batter, 2 RBIs, a run scored. As the next pitch is ball 2, 2-0 the count. O'Leary last year went 1 for 2 against the Nitros, so he's 2 for 4 in his career against them. Check swing, he went. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Sanchez. Did not play in the game last year. There's the 2-1 offering. Swinging, there's a line drive back up the middle into center field for a base hit, and Sanchez is aboard. Second hit off of Joel. Sixth hit of the ball game for the Saints. And that brings up Isaiah Marquez. He takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. Marquez, he is 1 for 2, a single, a strikeout, a walk, 2 runs scored. He went 0 for 1 last year against the Nitros as he takes a pitch for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Marquez. So he started last year as a designated hitter and then gave way with the game out of hand. Next pitch, low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. On deck, Joseph Oliveros. Oliveros played in the game last year, too. Pitch is high, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Runner at first is Sanchez. He got the base hit to open the inning. And there's ball 4. So the Saints, in 5 of the last 5 innings, they've gotten their leadoff hitter aboard. The only inning in which their leadoff hitter did not get on was the first. Second walk offed up by Leon. Now you've got number 15 coming in for Oliveros. Oliveros last year went 1 for 3. This year, he's 0 for 2. And he'll give way to number 15. What's that? No, 15's batting. Zapata. Victor Zapata batting for Oliveros. Zapata on the season, he is 3 for 15. Hitting 200 as he fouls the pitch off third base side, back out of play, strike 1 the count. So 9-0 here in the 6th inning. The Saints went down in order in the top of the first inning, and they've gotten runs on the board ever since. 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, threatening here in the 6th. Here's the next pitch. Taken high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So Leon up for his first full inning of work. He's gone a third of an inning with 2 walks and 2 hits. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, takes a big cut, comes up empty, down in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes is Zapata. The catcher, Matt Rice, due up next. Here's the 1-2. Swinging, there's a slow roller toward Jenks at short. He's charging, gloves it. His plays to first, throws on the run, and a nice play gets the out. Advancing the third on the play is Sanchez. Marquez goes to second, and Zapata retired at first. 6-3 on the putout. 1 down. And that brings up number 11. Taking over for Rice, that's James Huey. So Huey will take over for Rice. Got it. Thank you. So Rice had a single, was hit by a pitch, had a sacrifice fly, driving in a run, and scored twice. Although that was probably Coran running for him. And now Huey will step in, and he will bat in place of Rice, a sophomore. He's 0 for 2 on the season. Swinging, there's a ground ball foul down the third base line. So strike 1 the count. 9-0 Saints here in the 6th inning. A lot of pitches thrown between Trent and Joel here today. Here's the strike 1 pitch. Swinging, popped up, shallow left field. Jenks going out. Some outfielders coming in. Jenks makes the catch in shallow left field. Runner tags and comes home from third. Now you've got a rundown between second and third, and the throw not handled at second base, and diving back into the bag safely is Marquez. So Sanchez tags and scores from third. on the sacrifice fly by Huey. We've got 2 down. And that brings up Bruce Patton. And the pitch taken high, ball 1. Patton 0 for 1. He flew out to right field his first time up. Next pitch, low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So, I think so. So Patton hitting in place of Mansour, who started the game. Swinging, that one's pulled foul down the third base line. Yeah, 2-1. All right. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Joel up on the mound is ready and deals, and the pitch waved at and missed. And Patton now with a 2 ball, 2 strike count, and the Nitros a pitch away from getting out of the 6th inning. Due up for the Nitros will be the top of the lineup. There's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. So Joel gets the strikeout, and that closes out the inning. They get a run. You do that on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 10-0 is the score. San Dimas on top. We're back after this.
Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed, an original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. All right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 10-0 is the score. We'll see if there is a mercy rule involved and the game ends after 6, or if they will go 7. Again, the next game is scheduled for tomorrow night against Paramount, 6 o'clock. Although rain is scheduled to come in tomorrow night at some point, you would think that you might call up Paramount and say, let's play earlier in the day, like a 3:30 game. So I'm pretty sure if you played a 3:30 game, you'd get the game in. So I don't know. We'll see. And then Wednesday, we're back here against Summit at noon, supposedly. But by then, I'm sure we'll be in the midst of the storm that's supposed to be coming in. And then next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, Northview. And so Northview will be on Saturday if the weather permits. So I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, I heard.
Ryan's hitting for David.
Yep.
Then somebody's hitting for Darian.
Yep.
Somebody else is hitting for Joel.
Yeah, we'll get them when they come up. This might be the last inning, too, because, or if you're down 10-0, bring in the subs in. But you got Ryan Kataoka hitting for David. David goes 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. So Kataoka, see what he's doing this year. He is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Batting from the left side. You've got Angel Sanchez out for his second inning of work, and the pitch is inside, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. What are we in the 6th inning?
6th inning, bottom.
So let's see what number 27. He went 0 for 2 against Monroe and then 0 for 1 against Canyon as he fouls that off down the left field line, and that's out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So we'll have full-scale substitutions. We'll have Kataoka, then someone hitting for Jenks, and someone hitting for the pitcher, which means that, well, I guess Joel can re-enter at that point then. Strike 2 catches the outside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Sanchez out for his second inning of work. He had 3 strikeouts in his first inning, and he walked a guy. So 3 strikeouts and a walk in 1 inning pitch so far. Here's the 1-2 offering. And there's strike 3 on the outside corner. So the 4th strikeout for Sanchez, and again, both O'Leary and Sanchez, no stats in the stat book as far as pitching, getting their first opportunities and making the most of it. And that brings up Andrew Doe. So Doe now batting in place of Jenks. Jenks went 0 for 1 with a walk. Looks like Ian Nord on deck. Curveball, missing low, ball 1 to Doe. Doe wearing number 4. He's 1 for 11 on the season, 091. Got timeout as the catcher. Going to talk to his pitcher, Huey. So the Nitros are going to drop to 2-4-1. San Dimas will improve to 7-2, and they will run their win streak to 5 in a row. Paramount is supposedly winless from what I hear, 0-7 on the season, as the next pitch is ball 2. 2-0 the count to Doe. And then Summit coming into the week was 5-4. You knew this game was going to be a tough one. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. You knew this game was going to be a tough one, but the next 2 are definitely winnable. So you'd like to get them in. Here's the 2-1 offering from Sanchez. Taken high, ball 3. Nitros lost to San Dimas last year 12-0, so right now they've been outscored 22-0 in 2 games. Here's the 3-1, and that's hits them. So Doe reaches via the hit by pitch. Would have been ball 4 either way. Second hit batter for Sanchez. Run out, runner at first, and that will bring up Ian Nord. So maybe Ian, if we do play another inning, maybe he'll pitch. Leon 0 for 2. Nord got his first hit, a bunt single, in his last appearance at the plate, in his last game that he appeared in. Showing bunt. Takes a pitch for ball 1. In fact, he's hitting 500, 1 for 2. He has a single and a walk. And he got that bunt single against Canyon late in the game. So 1-0 the count to Nord. Here's the next pitch. Missing inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. You've got Doe on at first, being hit by the pitch. Nord at the plate, facing a 2-0 count. Sanchez delivers the pitch over for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Nolan Wong on deck. Pitch catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Doe taking his lead away from first. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called, and down goes Ian. 5th strikeout for Sanchez. 2 away in the inning, and that brings up the catcher, Nolan Wong. He walked, and then Harley ran for him and got picked off. And then Wong flew out to left field, so he is 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch on the way. That's in the dirt, ball 1. Doe will stay at first. Nice block by the catcher, Huey. Keep the runner at first. 1-0 the count. You've got Victor Zapata holding the runner on at first. There's the 1-0 pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the junior catcher. 10-0, San Dimas on top here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The game 2 hours, 10 minutes old. There's the 1-1. Swinging, foul ball down the third base side. That goes back out of play. Wong down in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. On deck, well, Thomas Kovaric's spot, but we'll see if it's him or somebody else. Yeah, it looks like him on deck. Here's the 1-2. Nope, throw to first, not in time. Doe back to the bag. Sanchez with 5 strikeouts. In fact, all his outs have been strikeouts on the mound. And there's strike 3 called, and that will end the 6th. So Sanchez in 2 innings has 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. Actually has a walk and a hit batter, if you want to be really technical. And is that the ball game? It looks like the Nitros are lining up as if that's the end of the game. It's 10-0 after 6. The coaches are now meeting to see if they're going to continue, if that's the ball game, and that indeed is the ball game.